Alright, we have the oldest satellite orbiting Earth. Aliens watching us? Question mark. So we have the Black Knight satellite conspiracy theory, which is there was a civilization of aliens that were watching us, or it could have been time traveling humans that left a satellite to um, monitor Earth, and it must have got hit by something, or it got thrown off an exact orbit to where it just floats around now. And sometimes we see it in our horizon or on the moon. Sometimes it passes the moon, so it's like all the way out there. But it seemed like something that was of an ancient Orwell- Orwellian type of thing. It dates all the way back to ancient Egypt, so you can imagine that satellite was probably made with sand and melted something or other. Maybe it was made out of glass, black glass or something, but it's pretty serious, I think. So anyway, we have fortune, we have victory, satisfaction guaranteed, a sale, a miracle, give praise for all your abundance, lucky streak, your dreams come true. We have inner riches, we have unexpressed talents. Okay, we have judgment, we have evaluation, the right choice. We have a sweetheart. We have a special lady, wife, girlfriend, romance, good, female, sister, and love. We have a foe. Um, we have a competition, a comparison, or the other side of the fence. An embrace of some joy that's not yet thought of. We have a foe. We have love here. We have romance, happiness, affection, love, and positive. Okay, so we have some money, compensation. We have raise, we have bonus, we have a purchase, we have a small win, we have a refund. Alright, let's see. So, allegedly it came from ancient times, but I assume that there was time travelers that went back to ancient Egypt to get something and got caught up with the pharaoh. And then they launched something into space and whatever have you. But I find it kind of funny that we have a satellite that we never told anybody about until now, and somebody questioned it, and then they had to spill the beans that that's an ancient um, satellite that actually is somewhat digital and solar powered. It's interesting. Well, allegedly solar powered, but they don't really know how it works intentionally. But let's see. We have I give birth to what exists within me. We have all places are that of my own. We have the author of my own story. We have leads back into the light. We have thinks creatively, speaks conditionally. We have discover what you really want. We have acceptance of change that will be cuddled, started, happiness, overgoing heartache, letting go of the past. We have blockages, spiritual lack of peace. We have passive aggressive secrets, infidelity. We have lack of center. We have income not known or outcome unknown. We have doubt of inner voice. We have release of old. Embrace the new. We have trust life. Right. And then we have the opportunity for an emotional experience or growth. We have over emotional. We have false hope. We have return to the beginner's path. We have lack of inspiration. We have destruction. We have talk of truth about your heartbreak. We have celebrate the pleasures of life. We have stop lying about yourself. We have let your tasks be embodied of prayer. We have gaining closure, answer questions. We have moved forward with confidence. We have take time to refresh your spirit. We have live by the rhythms of the earth. We have acceptance of change. We have full hands, rich life. We have imagine the possibilities. We have literal talent. We have partial loss. We have worry. We have hope. We have falling short of a goal. We have a mistake or a loss. We have bad decisions, but also the liberty that goes with them. We have stagnation. We have intolerance of difficulties. We have the lull before the storm. We have everything foolish in all its forms. We have a loyal and true person. Okay, we have freedom. We have home and hearth. We have satisfaction. We have the inability to face reality. We have hope, faith, and inspiration. We have rapid change. We have feeling overwhelmed. We have doing busy work. We have a bouquet of flowers. We have a mouse. We have a star. We have an eye. We have the moon. So we have the number 7, 29, 34, 49, 2, 19, 36, 12, 23, 37, 1, 8, 22, 41, 16, 26. That's a lot of numbers. Okay. So we have make good decisions. You are strong. Listen to your heart. Success at love. Fulfillment of a relationship goal. We have negative energy. We have fresh perspective. Lack of a deeper connection. We have selfish or demanding lover. We have picky about lovers. We have failure to communicate. We have the clashing of perceptions. We have love requiring hard work. We have achieved relationship goals. We have anniversaries. We have giving to another person. We have a dominant or clingy lover. We have anxiety over a loved one. We have chaos. We have discord. And we have disunion. We have birth and death. We have naive and innocence. We have compliancy, wonderful fantasy, and a new hope. We have loss of the material wealth. We have artificience. We have a false sense of security. We have something above the material world. We have a man set apart. We have an activity. And we have hope. And we have the desire and determination to do well. So somebody here has kind of a thing or whatever. But I believe that this satellite was invented by a lot of people that were determined and had the idea or had the inspiration or the plans of how to build a satellite. With our everyday lives, I think very few people know how to build a satellite and launch it into space. I don't think that that's common knowledge for most people. But I feel like somebody who knew about astronaut, type of stuff that was in more of the science department of the NASA time traveled back into ancient Egypt to get some resource that was not readily available. Came across Pharaoh and stuff, and they weren't really dressed as commenter they were dressed as, probably, NASA. And they were asked a bunch of questions, and then the Black Knight satellite became a thing. So I don't know how old it is actually, but I imagine it's from around ancient Egypt or antiquity, somewhere around there, where there would be knowledge of welding and melting and glass and other things like that that would help launch a satellite into outer space. Let's put it that way. Um, because you need some type of, you know, explorative explanation on it. So, anyway, if you think aliens are watching us, I would say yes. But I think they're watching us for a particular reason. It's like kind of like how you would watch like your Sims game, or like if you're like farming in like World of Warcraft or any of those other games. It's the same type of point of view. It's not like whatever. They're trying to see if we're actually learning more on our own or learning more from like certain aspects of our lives, like education and things. I think around the 90s we were being watched heavily because a lot of us liked to do like sciencey type of experiments, mostly with the water rockets. It was a popular toy for a lot of kids, so we did like water rockets in the backyard, where you take the hose and you have like that little pump that pumps up the rocket and goes straight up with all the water packed in it and all. It's through pressure and water buoyancy that it takes off. But yeah, I believe it's like that type of thing where they want to see how you interact as a community or as different Sims or whatever the case may be. I don't think that like they're watching us for any other reason or whatever. I just think it's for like a fun aspect of it or nostalgia purposes. Because it could have been like they lived here before and then like they became stuck in another time frame and didn't know how to get back right away. So I think it's more of myth and legend of our planet, that a lot of aliens or subcultures come back and try to see what we're up to. But yeah, I think we're more myth than legend with the rest of the outer space aliens, but that's fine. There are legends and myths to us too, but for different reasons, I guess. But the idealism is there for both parties, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you in the next reading. This is interesting if you want to see more about the the Black Knight satellite conspiracy. There's so many conspiracies about the satellite, that it came from ancient Egypt, that was from antiquity, that it was from the Bronze Age, that was so many different things. It's so interesting to listen to like most of them. I gave you a few of the conspiracies, but like the rabbit hole conspiracies that knots my head. Like I love reading them, but like I can't wrap my head around some of the explanations for those. So you might want to read them. It's interesting. I love a good conspiracy theory, but some of them like it's so out there, like it's left field and up, like I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think it's interesting to think about like different technologies and instances and accidents that have happened over the years and in the past realms of civilization. So it's very interactive, I think, to just talk about a conspiracy and see where people's heads are at or what they feel and think about certain things that happen. I get a lot of people asking me to do more conspiracy theories and get in detail with it, but me as a person, like, I can't go that far because it, like, with certain conspiracy theories, it gets to the point where it's out of sheer spite of the item, and I don't like that aspect of it. So I want people to think for themselves on a lot of these things. So that's kind of where I'm at as a conspiracy theorist. Anyway, I'll see you in the next reading. Read more about the Black Knight satellite. It's fun. Some of it's fan fiction, but some of it's fun to think about. Um, it just makes it look more in prospect of the satellites and everything, of how old they really are and how old the information came about and around about ways. So it's just fun. It's fun to think about other civilizations experiencing this stuff that we take for granted every day, and satellites and stuff, and spaceships and dirigibles, things like that. I think ancient Egypt might have had a dirigible or something. I just have that feeling, like they don't talk about it. It was made out of wood and probably kite material, or or there's scroll materials. But I think that would be something. It'd be something nice to think about too. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.